Life's an interesting read. It has its space for suspense. It has its space for inspiring thoughts. And it has its space for being mysterious with twists and turns that keeps the reading going until everything comes together. Wow, welcome to 2025, a beautiful year, an amazing year, a year like no other, a year that gives every one of us the permission to start afresh, start anew, be refreshed, be renewed, and encounter the best and most rewarding of all things that life has for us this year. So, let's get to the podcast. I thought to share a few things that I've come to see, no matter the year that comes. It's still the foundation on which success stands. So if you really want to be successful this year, and you want to be the best version of you with no apologies to it, and you want to have a rewarding life that when you look back, you're full of gratitude and you've attained a level of maturity that polishes your wisdom to be fine wine that is not found anywhere else, you really need to listen to this podcast. And the first place it all starts is your intimacy with God. It might look like you don't need it, but I tell you the truth, you do need it. And each and every one of us, we need it. Because only God has the blueprint of our lives. Only God can orchestrate our lives in a dimension and in a way that everything about our life is blessed. Everything about our life is beautiful. Everything about our life is amazing. No matter the obstacle courses we have to go through, no matter the challenges that have to come and peel off the layers we've ever held on to and bring out the juice so that we know that reality is before us and we begin to make the necessary adjustments, not to be put down, but to be polished and handle what's ahead of us. So your intimacy with God is important, and the only place you can find your intimacy with God is when you take that step to be intentional, to have conversations with God. First thing when your day starts, and last thing before your day closes. Because when you can talk to God, God can nudge you and begin to give you warnings that does not only help you, but helps everyone around you. And the second thing is you have to be intentional to put your best foot forward, showing kindness. I know the word is a shade of a lot of things. And when you hear all the things they are, you might just withdraw into yourself and think, I don't need to be kind. But I tell you the truth, you have to be kind. Not because of anybody, but because that's who God is. God is always kind and generous to each and every one of us, regardless of our level of growth, development, maturity, and nurturing spaces. So be kind. Intentionally be kind. But wisely do it as God leads you. And the third thing is that you have to invest in yourself. It might look like you don't need it, you need it. Because the more you invest in yourself, the more you are exploring who you really are, the more you are engaging in what brings out the best in you, and you are taking a journey that only you can write it the way it will be written, that makes it own your own signature from start to finish. I can tell you the truth, the process isn't easy. But every season of your life has given you a lesson that if you look back, you will not trade places with it. So I'm telling you that this year, Be baggage free. Don't let anything that has happened in the past rob you of what's happening and unfolding before you. Start afresh. Be like the day. The day only has 24 hours. It makes use of every second, every minute, and every hour. And when it's done, it doesn't have a time to make conversations for excuses. Because you know the thing, the day before will never know today. And today will never know tomorrow. And tomorrow will never know today. So take each day of your life and live it to the full, ensuring that you're living in your purest and truest self before God and men, and that you're understanding that life is actually by grace. So the orchestrations of God in your life are not to bring you to a place where you're stuck, but they're to bring you to a place where you continually take an adventure on yourself and begin to discover the goodness of God that only your story can write, and every other person has to applaud what God has done in your life. I thought to share these thoughts and leave everyone blessed and encouraged. And the bonus one is, yes, everyone has a scar. Everyone has something they're trying to still wrap their hands around. Why did it happen? Did I do anything wrong in my space and all of that? I just want to plead with you. Let this be the podcast that allowed you to heal from your past, allowed you to give yourself permission to never beat yourself again about it, and gave you also permission to forgive those that has hurt you. Because let me tell you the truth. They thought they broke you. No, they didn't. They gave you the permission to become a newer self in yourself. Because when they did all they did to you, you found the strength not to quit, but you found the strength to reinvent yourself. And that gift, I tell you, even me that's speaking, I applaud you for it. Be your own cheerleader, because nobody understands you like God understands you. Live like the air. Hold nothing to yourself. Explore like the wind. And keep your fire burning in your faith in God. And enjoy the day with a peaceful and calm disposition, knowing that nothing is a disadvantage to you, but everything is an advantage to you. Thank you for everything you did for the channel in 2024. It meant a lot. Your comments, your liking the post, your sharing the post, and your subscription. It meant a lot to the channel. So thank you so much, and thank you that this year, 2025, we will do much bigger, much better, and we'll become a family that's globally waxing strong and making a bold statement that passion is a force that doesn't break at the sign of challenges. It only reinvents itself to become more from the less that was left for it to pick itself up. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a rewarding day. Hallelujah.